It's time for kids to go back to school, and parents are happy their wards will go back to school and learn to become whoever or whatever they want to be in future. But in the life of the kids, they are nervous, they are stressed, they are wondering what school is going to be all over again. In this video, I'll be sharing ideas or tips on how to help prepare your child for school, so he or she will reduce or release a bit of tension before going back into the classroom. It is normal for children to exhibit some behaviors that you won't understand or you don't understand before the resumption of school. The question we all ask ourselves is that how or what can we do to help the children transition from vacation to thinking of going back into the classroom and being set for academic work. Here are a few suggestions I have that will be helpful and you would like to try at home. We have to help our kids practicalize everything that goes on in school. In few weeks to come before they resume to school, you would like to practicalize everything or most of the things they do at school at home with them, so they get familiarized with it. In the preparation period, they can help us or we help them prepare towards going back to school. It may be washing of their uniforms, washing of their school bags, their shoes, getting stationery so that they have themselves being psyched up that they will be going back to school very soon. Getting them to do all these things doesn't just help them mentally to settle down that we are going back to school, but it helps them prepare themselves for responsibilities ahead. Kids will have to get some rest. Whenever it's almost due for resumption, let's try as much as possible to hold on to the gadgets, the cartoons, and playing about so that they know that yes, we are getting ready for school. And then it doesn't become so difficult for them whenever school resumes and they'll have to just jump and fit in the academic calendar and activities. If their bedtime has changed or the time they used to sleep, the time they use in waking up, all of these have changed, kindly use the few weeks before resumption, maybe a week ahead or 2 weeks ahead, to put them back on their regular time. This will help them to get enough rest. They will sleep well before school starts. We always have to give our children listening ears. Whenever they come to you and they are complaining, and I don't want to go to school, I don't want school to reopen, and if I go to school I'll be beaten, if I go to school this my friend will push me, kindly listen to all that they have to say. If there is a need to give advice, you give the advice on the spot. But let's try as much as possible to encourage them. In encouraging them, we can say to them, oh, school is going to be fun this time. Do not be afraid, do not be worried. But rather, hey, have you remembered your friend? Maybe you know some of their classmates, mention 2 or 3 names and tell them, oh, they'll be coming back to school. Haven't you missed them? You have the time to learn with them. You would have the time to play with them as well. So it is best for caregivers and parents to always listen to the children and meet them at a point. That is making them understand that you get whatever they are going through and they would surpass it. They will be able to overcome it and everything is going to be fine. But then they need the knowledge from school to be able to attain greater heights. Let's do our best as parents to give them the listening ear whenever it's time and they are showing funny attitudes towards resumption of school. Finally, you can go ahead to have either a pretend class or a tutor to help these kids do a revision. Either ways, a parent can still play a role of a student for the child to play a teacher role, and the child will have the thoughts and the fun in learning before going back to class. This helps them transition smoothly into resumption and they don't have to fidget so much. Parents can also allow their children to do all the subjects, a bit of all the subjects that they have in their classrooms. So if it's coloring, science, maths, English, they do activities under each subject just like they would do in a classroom. And then you take a pen and mark as their teacher, or you will sit in a playful form and you will do the activities with them. So after you have set the assignment, you sit with them and then you you work out the assignments with them. When you are done, you pass the books on to each other, and then you mark your assignments. If you didn't do well, you sit, you learn and revise, so that when you go to school, you will do better. We know it is tedious as parents and caregivers to go about our own activities and still do these things with the kids, but it's very necessary because it helps them find the balance between being at home and going back to school, and it helps them stay focused and have the positive mind that even if I'm at home or at school, I'll still be able to learn, but then school is in session, so I'd have to go to school and learn, and then when it's time to come home, I'll come home and rest. Let's do well as parents and guardians to keep encouraging our kids, keep motivating our kids, and keep checking up on them anytime. And this will go a long way to help them, so that when they grow and they become mummies and daddies, they will be able to aid their kids in the same process, and they will not find it extremely difficult when they are transitioning from vacation to resumption of school. Thank you for watching this video. Kindly like, subscribe, share, and leave your comments in the comments section so that other people will be beneficiaries of this insightful content. See you in my next video. Let's make a positive difference together.